Good job.
We've got 6 minutes, Jimmy.
All right.
I'll give you 3, 2, and 1.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
This was kind of like an acting seminar, watching all you guys, great actors, every one of you, delivering this great dialogue. Did you have a good time?
We did have a good time, yeah. I was thinking about that the other day, how I think each one of us works differently somehow, but the end result is pretty homogeneous, you know.
When you work with actors who are excellent actors, does that obviously bring your level of acting up?
Well, I think there was a lot of anticipation because, for all of us, because I think we all had a mutual respect, you know. Of course, Al Pacino and Jack Lemmon probably been around a little bit longer than, and Alan Arkin, you know, and Kevin and I and Alec. But no, I was really excited about it. I wasn't scared about it. It just was a really nice challenge because it's nice to work with people you really respect and see where you fit in.
I would think it would be like almost like an Olympic competition that
like
your level of acting would
yeah,
go.
It's like playing ball with somebody that can I play in the big leagues or blah, blah, you know.
I was mentioning this the other day because it happened to me with Clint Eastwood. I get to do this a lot, and most of the time I handle it pretty well, but I was pretty starstruck when I got to meet Clint Eastwood. Can you remember a time when you were actually starstruck by somebody, or can you think of any time?
Well, I met Mickey Mantle, actually, in the Regency Hotel last fall. I think it was while I was shooting this movie. And he was always been my hero, you know, growing up. He hasn't been playing ball for 20 years, but or a little less than that. And I saw him, and I said, that's Mickey Mantle. And I walked over. One of the guys working in the hotel said, Mr. Harris, do you know Mr. Mantle? And I said, no, I just was kind of speechless, you know.
I forgot my name. So same thing happened to me when I saw Elvis. I forgot my name on that one too. So
if I met Elvis, I'd probably be pretty speechless.
If you were going to go home and rent some movies tonight, what kind of movies does Ed Harris like to watch for his own pleasure?
Well, I really loved watching Unforgiven, which I saw a couple weeks ago, Eastwood's film. I thought it was just great. And I also like to watch... I like to watch some foreign films. Depends on the film. I thought Best Intentions was really a neat film. It depends on my mood, you know. Sometimes it'll be fun to watch Bill Murray clowning around in some movie, or an older movie, Bogart, or Fonda in something, or a movie I haven't seen that's out lately. I'm not a huge... I don't know. I just like film. I like movies.
What about Ed Harris movies? You ever watch any of those? Or
I don't usually take them off the shelf and put them in and watch them, but you know,
what if you had to be dialing around one night and something came up?
I'll check it out for a little while just to see what I think of it, you know. Or my wife and I might just for a laugh watch some film that we think's pretty bad that one of us did. You know?
Now, see, I watch an Ed Harris movie all the time. In fact, I bought it on Laser, and it's on my regular rotation of films that I watch at least once a year, and sometimes more often. The Right Stuff.
All right. Yeah.
Does that one hold up for you?
Yeah. I haven't seen it in its entirety probably in a long time, but I have seen parts of it, and I think it does hold up.
It's quite a commitment in time. Yeah. It's a long film.
Yeah.
You know, so you really have to kind of get into it and go with it. But it's another piece of ensemble acting where all the players there are very, very good.
Most of the things I've done, I feel pretty good about. There are certain things I feel better about than others. But
you got to come to Nashville for a while and play Charlie Dick.
Yeah, I had a good time
in that fun movie.
Yeah,
that movie holds up pretty well too. It was a good story. What did you kind of learn out of that? From did you have to do some research? I mean, like get into meet Charlie a little bit and just kind of talk to him and find out what it was like to live under that circumstance.
I didn't. Yeah, I talked to Charlie a little bit. I didn't want to try to be him or anything because it wasn't like playing Glenn where it was kind of a recognizable person. But I thought I got a certain energy from him, and it was more being in Nashville, being in Martinsburg, West Virginia, where we shot some of it, and getting to know the people down there and just the world. And my folks are from Oklahoma, and I spent a lot of time out there, in Texas too. I felt a certain kinship with his energy. And also being an actor and my wife being an actress, having a certain amount of that jealousy or competitiveness or something that Charlie had, you know, with Patsy, and the difficulty of letting somebody go off and do their thing. But in terms of really spending time with Charlie, no.
You a country music fan?
Yeah, big time.
If you're in Oklahoma, you almost can't not be.
Yeah. Well, I grew up in New Jersey actually, but most of my relatives are from the Midwest, Southwest.
Nice talking to you. I really enjoyed your film. Like
Thanks,
all your
Jimmy.
work. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Okay.